Hello everybody, Namaste. Let's discuss today on how to get motivated. Motivation is a internal drive that encourages action. To motivate means to encourage or to inspire. It also means that igniting the spark within you. Motivation is very, very powerful. It can make or mar the things in you. You can do wonders once you get motivated. It can persuade, it can convince, it can propel the action, it can propel you into action. We can also say it is the motive for action. Combined with all such things, if you want to say in one word, it's an internal force within you that can literally change your life. And all this can happen only when you think about yourself. Unless you are not positively oriented, it's not possible. So for this, before we get into the motivation, the driving force, internal driving force, we normally call it as inspiration. Inspiration is nothing but something that you feel from inside. It's your thinking process. Whether you take the things into your stride or you see negative in every small thing. It's basically a thinking process that guides you throughout your life, that leads you throughout your life. How we are receiving the things, that's very, very important. So we should be in a position to inspire at every small positive thing that is coming through our life. We should embrace the blessings. We are blessed with so many things every day. How many of us getting inspired with every such small thing? And that's the thinking process. Now, once we have habituated to this kind of a thinking process, our behavior changes. And this also depends on the needs, means, and necessities. So these are all very, very essential in order to build up, in order to get ready for motivation. Even if a spark is coming, you should get motivated. Another important thing is the self-belief. Self-belief is nothing but believing in yourself. How many of us really believe in ourselves? Swami Vivekananda once said that every once in a while, keep talking to yourself. Otherwise, you will be missing a wonderful person in your life. How true it is. So we need to, once we believe ourselves, we tend to accept the responsibilities, different responsibilities at home, in society, in the company, or in an organization where we are working. But when you are accepting the responsibilities, you should have the positive attitude that should be driving in all these responsibilities. It depends on how you look at others, how you handle people, how you handle a crowd, how you handle a situation, how you approach towards problems. And all these are responsible for you to be productive. And when you are productive, there are improved relationships. You grow in a career, you grow in your job, you grow in the society, and that brings you the meaningful life for you. For this, with all these kind of things, we get into a factor, a situation called motivation. We are now ready to get motivated with all such things. These are all the initial attributes, prerequisites. A motivation is nothing but just igniting the spark. That can happen anytime and any instance, any small speech, any small suggestion, any small issue can trigger that motivation in you. You don't need to be given a 1 hour or 2 hours lecture to get motivated. Motivation is something from outside that compels you to take into action. When inspiration is a driving force, motivation is a pulling force. And if you want to achieve through this motivation, anything that you want to achieve, you should have a prioritized goals. Every one of us should have a goal, but none of us really There is saying that there are two kinds of people. A kind of people who have goals and another type who do not have goals. Both will be working hard. People who have goals will be working hard to achieve their goals, and people who do not have goals also will be working, helping the people who have goals to achieve their goals. What a pity. So every one of us should have a prioritized goals to lead us into the future, to lead successfully into our life, into our career. That's what we normally have. Now for this, we have normally external motivation and internal motivation. So if you want to get external motivation, we're all, after all, social animals. We have a compelling need from society or from the company where you are working. You should get encouragement from the society, from the company. And every small thing, you should keep on getting the name and fame among the employees, within the organization, both from your juniors to your seniors to your boss. And another external motivation is incentive based. Incentive in the sense that every small thing, whether you call them as bonuses, commission, these kind of things, or encouragement, some increments, these kind of things. Another thing in this external motivation is fear motivation. So unless you are experiencing some fear, the fear motivation gets the task done quickly. It prevents losses. Sometimes the fear motivation improves the performance. That's also equally important. And then we have internal motivation. So internal motivation, as I said, it comes from within in the form of pride within yourself, a sense of responsibility, a sense of belief, a sense of achievement. It is like a feeling that you have accomplished something, and all this comes once you are recognized by somebody. Once you recognize your task, once you recognize your talent, once you recognize your ability, you get that internal motivation, and then you feel responsible towards a particular task. This responsibility gives a feeling of belongingness and ownership to the company, to the person, so that you can become part of a bigger picture of your roles and responsibilities. And that's where it is very, very, very important. Although recognition is external because from outside, but always the manifestations are all from inside. So you have to be motivated with all such things. So this is a little about how to get motivated. So we have to be first self-belief, believe in yourself, and take a spark from every small occasion that you get. Then you will be doing wonders to yourself, to your family, to your society, and to the community as a whole. So stay motivated. Thank you very much.